going on, everybody? It's your boy Malik. It's Monday, July 1st, 2019. Happy Canada Day. Hey. Well, happy Canada Day to all my Canadians all across Canada. I love you all. I love our country. Please vote Liberal if you love our country this election so we can continue to be the greatest nation in the world. Now, aside from the political rant, I'm setting up something that is very controversial, just like the politics, which is a undergravel filter. So I already started. This is a Penplax undergravel filter. I already did an unboxing video for this Penplax. I will set it up. This is a 45-gallon tall aquarium. I'm setting up undergravel filter for. I'm using three pads. They're 12 inches or 11 and a half inches across each. This is a 36 long, so do the math. I'm putting two uplift tubes connected to air lines which are coming from my central air system. So this is something my dad taught me as a child. We've had undergravel filters our whole lives growing up. I've had fish. My first fish tank was gifted to me for my 3rd birthday in the year of 1983. So I got my first fish tank when I was 3 years old in 1983 in July, actually. So about 36 years ago, okay? And I had an undergravel filter in that tank. It was a 1-panel glass, 3-panel cement. I think it was like 16 inches by 12 inches by 13 inches tank, and had a 1-plate undergravel filter, okay? And my dad set it up for me. And basically, how you do that is, for the undergravel filters to be efficient, you need to use a larger size gravel on the bottom, which is like this pea gravel I'm using here, okay? So you use pea gravel, which is this stuff, okay? There we go. You use that at the bottom layer, as the bottom layer, and basically, you see that? I'm gonna flatten this out. Obviously, about a ½ inch is sufficient, basically to cover the entire plate with pea gravel. Then you can use a finer gravel, and then you can top it with something like fine like sand, but I wouldn't recommend it because sand will get through the finer gravel and eventually clog up the plates. So the bottom idea is to not clog up the plates. The plates need to stay clean. Underneath needs to have fresh airflow or water flow going across through the entire plate for this to work, okay? So without further ado, I'm gonna set this up, show you guys how everything looks, and we'll do the test over the next 6 months to a year, compared to sponge filters and hang on the backs and whatever, how good this performs in terms of keeping my tanks happy and the fish healthy. So basically what I'm putting in here is an expensive group of L10A, L010A red lizard catfish breeding group, adult breeding group, 10 adults. So I'm paying quite a bit of money for that. So obviously this has to work, okay? If otherwise, I'm a crazy bastard for doing this and kill my $250 with the fish. I don't think so, my friend. So this is gonna work, okay? And I'll show you how this works. So stay tuned. If you haven't liked our videos, please like this video. And if you like similar content, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification icon to keep updated on upcoming content, okay? So like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon, and please visit us on Instagram at Malik's Water Garden, and on Facebook please like our page at Malik's Water Garden and follow along for exclusive content. Stay tuned. See, I've taken about a ½ a bucket of pea gravel. I would say a little bit more like than a ½ a bucket, about a ½ a bucket of pea gravel. Covered the bottom of this or the top of the plate entirely with the pea gravel and kind of spread it across as even as possible. It's about a ½ inch layer, I would say, some a little bit taller in some areas. I'm gonna flatten this out a little bit with my trusty aquascaping tool here. This is not something precise that I'm trying to do. I just want this tank to function and be a proper filter for my fish that are gonna go in here. So This is the test for the undergravel filter, an old technology that is supposed to be obsolete, but we're gonna bring it back. Okay, this fish room's gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 more over there. So 6, 7 tanks running on undergravel filters over the next 5 to 6 months. Well, before that, or the next 4 months, they're getting set up. Actually, no, even within the next month, these 4 are going to be set up, and then the one behind me, plus the 2 I'm buying for the end of the row. But anywho, it's going to be 7 underground filters setups in 7 aquariums in this fish room. So we're going to do a test and see how well they do. Okay. So without further ado, let's go in and flatten some of this. All right. This looks all right. So I flattened the pea gravel layer 1/2 inch. You can use a little bit thicker layer of pea gravel if you want, but a 1/2 inch is sufficient. Basically, the point of this layer is to stop the finer aquarium substrate I'm using, which is fluol stratum in this case. This is about 50-year-old fluol stratum. I got this in a tank that was gifted to me. That was about 40 years old when I received the tank, and it was a substrate they used back then. So this substrate is older than me. Anyways, this particular content, or the version of this substrate, I have different versions. The newer versions of fluol stratum is not so fine. But anywho, this stratum is gonna go on top of the pea gravel. So they basically, it's to stop the stratum from going through the holes in the filter plates. Okay, so let's pour this in. It's gonna look a little messy because this came from a tank that was already in use as a bottom layer substrate, but I'm not washing it because I don't really want to waste any of the beneficial bacteria that's already built up with the mold. So I'm gonna let it inoculate the stink and get the cycle going faster for me. Okay, alrighty. So it'll look a little messy once I pour this in, but bear with me and stay tuned. The airflow or the water flow from the undergravel filter is phenomenal. So all this water you're seeing is coming from the filter plate from underneath. So it's going through the gravel bed and pushing out. I'm very impressed. Forgot how efficient these things were. I'm gonna wait till the water kind of clears out. I used gravel in these so that I didn't wash them. I wanted the mom to go in there, the mom there. I'm eventually gonna gravel back this, but for now I'm just gonna leave it as it is and let it start planting it and growing and see how it looks. And I'll make an update as it clears up. But I just wanted to show you guys the water flow. I'm just setting up my central air system, so this is not even at full capacity. I could crank this up way higher. When I actually closed the exhaust valve up there, that thing right there, it started gushing water and hitting the sides here. It's pushing water so hard, it's hitting the sides. So there it is, undergravel filter test 2019. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Malik. It is now July the 4th, so happy Independence Day to all my American friends and subscribers. Happy 4th of July. I love you all. Special thank you to these 2 new subscribers who are big YouTubers in the community. Ben Ochard, I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. Thank you for subscribing. I love your channel and I always look forward to your videos. And it's a huge blessing to have somebody like you subscribe to my channel. Your channel inspires me, so thank you for that. And also to Bentley Pascal, I love your channel. I love your tanks. I watch your channel religiously. I'm subscribed to your channel with my personal YouTube channel as well, so I've been following along quite for a while now, so thank you for subscribing. And happy 4th of July for both of you, and as well as for all the other American friends and subscribers. So yeah, today's topic is basically back to our undergravel filters. It's been 4 days now since I set these up on July the 1st, on Canada Day. So these are my two undergravel filter tanks. Let me flip the phone over so you can see how it looks better. As I was saying, these are the two new undergravel filters I just set up. This is a 55-gallon tall tank. It's 24 inches tall, 36 inches wide, and 12 inches deep. So, or did I get the dimensions mixed up there? But anyways, it's 36 inches across like this way, 12 inches front to back, and 24 inches tall. And it's running 3 Penflax undergravel filter plates, 11.5 inches across, and 2 of these uplift tubes. The plates are all connected. So you can see in the beginning of the video I showed you how I set this up. The mom has finally settled to the bottom, so I'm going to gravel whack this, in a few days before I put fish in here. I'm probably going to clean this tank a couple of times and plant it and everything, so it's still quite ways away from having fish. There is some fish in here right now, and I put a pair of guppies in here. That's the female. It's nothing special. Try to find you guys the male. Oh, there he is. He's a gorgeous little guy. There he is. He's sitting on the branch. And they did have some fry in here since I put them in. But yeah, it's nothing I'm working on. It is just something that I have in my fish room. These guys, I just like how they look. So just keep the line alive as best as I can. I just really like his coloration and his tail patterns. It's gorgeous. Anywho, coming back to the topic, these are the undergravel filters. I've had them set up for 4 days now. It has cleared up all the mom and everything. You can see how much water flow these have. I just lifted these up above the water line just to show you. With just decent amount of air, they do push quite a bit of water. That's pretty good water flow for air-driven filter plate. And so now this basically sucks the water through the gravel into the plate and under the plate and up the tube and out. So basically a continuous cycle. And this sand bed and the gravel bed is what is working as the active biological and mechanical and chemical filter. I guess there's no chemical filtration except these carbon cartridges that it comes with. I removed it from these ones just to show you how the water flow is, but essentially it does do some chemical filtration as well. And you can see how polished the water is in here. It does do quite a bit of a good job at polishing the water. I mean, it's not as fine as I would say a canister or hang on the back with the fine filter flaws, but it does do the job. Like, this tank is quite clear, and it was full of mom, and all this water is full of mom, so it cleared it up in a day, less than. So I'm gonna set these bottom ones. I already started on this one with undergravel filters as well. I just ran out of pea gravel, so I'm gonna get more pea gravel and set this up. I still have fry in here, so I had to remove them out, and I'm not in any rush, but I just wanted to finish the video and show you guys the updated version or the progress in the underground filters. I will plant these tanks, so you will see how these filters perform with the planted tank. We'll plant easy to grow plants in here just to see how they do, and also just because the height of the tank, it's hard to grow demanding plants in this much level of water without pushing CO2, or at least I haven't tried, but I am going to try to push my luck with a lot of these bigger tanks, so we'll see how those turn out. Anyways, I'm rambling on right now, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. If you've subscribed, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. It's at Malik's Water Garden. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Happy 4th of July to all my American subscribers and friends, and happy Canada Day weekend. To all my Canadian friends, we love you all. I love you guys. I love my country. Um, it's the best country in the world, and yeah, it's awesome. I love it. I love you all. So I hope you guys are having a blessed day. God bless. See you guys tomorrow.